Hey everyone, my name is Tara Diesbourg. I'm an assistant professor in the Environmental Health and Safety program in the School of Health Sciences. My background and area of expertise is in ergonomics, particularly in office ergonomics, where my goal is to try to keep people from developing pain and injuries from sitting while working. I wanted to create this video to give you some tips and tricks that you can use while working from home to help you work more comfortably, even in a less than ideal temporary home workstation. First, don't expect to be able to work the same from home, even if you do so often. Things are different these days, and you can't expect it to be business as usual, just in another location. The stress, distractions, worry, and less than ideal working conditions mean that we have to cut ourselves a little slack these days. Try to select a home workspace that's separate from the living areas of your house. Don't try to work from the couch or from your bed. Doing so will not only cause your posture to suffer, but it'll be harder to find a division between work life and home life if you're not able to put some distance between them. It's also important to realize that office furniture is specifically designed to allow us to sit somewhat comfortably for prolonged periods of time. Dining room chairs and bar stools aren't. Unless you have a decent office chair and desk at home, you'll find it much more difficult to sit for long periods of time while working from home. With this in mind, you should try to break up your seated time into 30 to 40-minute chunks. I know that this is often easier said than done, since we tend to get lost in our work. But you can set a timer on your phone or download a desktop app that will remind you to stand up. These standing breaks should be just that, breaks. Stand up, walk around a bit, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, just get away from your computer for a couple of minutes. On a similar note, do some stretches to help break up the time you spend sitting still. Your standing break every 30 to 40 minutes is a great time to do some simple stretches for your wrists, neck, back, legs, and again, just a couple of minutes here and there will make a world of difference. You can find some great office stretching programs online through a simple Google search. Now we can start talking specifically about your workstation. If you're working exclusively from a laptop, I'm sure you've found that you're developing some neck and back stiffness these days. Laptops are designed for portability and convenience, not for prolonged work. That being said, there are a few things that you can do to make it easier to work from a laptop. First, if you have access to a separate mouse and keyboard, use them. The biggest problem with laptops is that it's impossible to maintain good arm and hand postures at the same time as good head and neck postures. If you have access to an external mouse and keyboard, elevate your laptop on a box or something so that the top of the screen is roughly eye level. This way, you can sit up nice and straight while typing. Another problem with laptops is the small screen size. Don't be afraid to increase the resolution or font size on your screen if you find yourself squinting or developing headaches or eye fatigue throughout the day. Give your eyes a break and zoom in. Okay, so that was laptops. Now let's talk about your chair. Regardless of the chair that you're using, you should be as comfortable as possible. If you find that you're developing back pain while sitting, you can use a small couch cushion or something behind your lower back to provide better back support. You can also add a cushion to the seat if you find that the seat is also uncomfortable. If you have an adjustable chair, like a standard office chair, then adjust the height so that when your shoulders are relaxed and your arms hang loosely at your sides, your elbows are roughly the same height as the desk or table. If your chair is not adjustable, then you can sit higher by adding a cushion, book, or box to your seat. Or you can sit lower by raising your work surface up slightly. Either way, again, the work surface should be about roughly the same height as your elbows while seating. Now that your chair and table are at roughly the right height, let's talk about setting up your work surface. If you have a soft wrist rest on your desk, that's great. Position it towards the edge of your desk, right in front of your keyboard to take the pressure off your wrists while typing. If you don't have a wrist rest, don't worry about it. All you have to do is slide your mouse and keyboard further back on the desk and sit in closer to it. That way, you can rest your forearms on the desk's surface. This takes pressure off your wrists, preventing things like carpal tunnel syndrome from developing. It also helps compensate for if you don't have armrests on your chair. By resting your arms on the desk, you don't need armrests. Your temporary home workstation is not likely as well configured as your usual workstation, so make sure that you're aware of your posture and work habits in this new workstation. Keep all of the items you need the most close to your body. If you catch yourself bending and reaching to grab something, then it's too far away from you. Either bring it in closer so that nothing you need is ever further than an arm's length away, or leave it where it is and stand up to go get it. This will also help you up out of your chair once in a while and will add to these standing breaks every 30 to 40 minutes. The next tip I have for you is to try and identify tasks that you can do from a standing position. Phone calls, webinars, and virtual lectures are all great opportunities to break up the time spent seated by adding in some standing time to your day. Take a minute to think about it. There are likely a few work tasks that you can do from a standing position, so get out of your chair and do them. Just try not to stand for more than 30 minutes at a time either. The last tip I have for you for working at home is to try to just be aware of how you're feeling, both physically and mentally. If you find that your neck or back are starting to feel tired or stiff, stand up and stretch, move to a different chair, or change the way that you're sitting. If you do something different and break up the monotony, that stiffness won't likely progress to pain and injury. On the same note, if you find yourself mentally fatigued or if you're having difficulty focusing, take a look around and see if it's something that you can fix, either by enlarging the font on your screen or by turning on a light. If it's not that, then maybe you just need to try taking some time to reset and decompress. Go do something you enjoy for an hour. Go for a walk, bake, do a puzzle. Your work will be there waiting for you when you get back. Right now, there are so many things demanding our focus and attention that it can get overwhelming, and we just need to take a minute, and that's okay. I hope these tips and tricks will help you work more comfortably at home as much as possible. It's looking like this is going to be the norm for longer than what was originally expected, and in order to thrive under these conditions, we have to adapt and change the way that we're used to doing things. Who knows, you might actually come to like working from home. I wish you all the very best and hope that you are happy, healthy, safe, and comfortable at home.